Good day and welcome to the Global Center for Healthy Relationships. My name is Bonita Grobelaar and I am the founder of the Global Center, right? Which is a movement of, cultivating healthy, lasting relationships. That's what we're about. We're here to help people understand what that looks like and how to do it, because we believe that a healthy, lasting relationship is each and every person's birthright. So today we're going to talk about the secret to attracting a high value man. Now, if you are struggling to attract a high value man, it's probably because you're wondering if there are still some quality men out there, right? When we doubt that, we struggle to see it. And it's no one's fault, right? Because if you've been experiencing really bad relationships or dating experiences, it's just normal that you would sort of imagine like all the good men are already taken, right? The men that are single are like the yucky ones that are left, right? Because here's what's happening. The men that you are meeting are less than ideal, right? They're flaky. They're probably not showing up. They're not interested in commitment, or so they tell you. And, where do you even meet men post-pandemic and post-lockdown, except online, right? How do you even get people to take interest in you when you're wearing a mask, to notice you and to stay interested? So I know that's what's coming up for a lot of us. And, I know that we're thinking to ourselves, like, why is this so hard? Like, all I want to do is meet a high value man in real life, right? Not these sort of online dating apps and good morning, sweetheart, how are you? Like, boring, right? I'm looking for a grown-up who has his stuff together, right? Looking for commitment, just like I am, has a job, has an education, someone to share my life with, someone who I can share a bad day with, someone who can celebrate the good days with me, right? So we're looking for that soft place to land after a long day at work. Is that really too much to ask for? So my promise to you is that if you just take some time and listen to the rest of this video, you'll realize that there is an abundance of high value men out there. Okay, seriously, the place is crawling with them. And my clients meet them all the time. High value men are all around us. They're not stuck in some secret like GPS code location that I need to give you, right? They're living amongst us, in between us. They're standing next to us in queues. They're at the same diners or restaurants. They're at the same banks, although we don't go to banks anymore, but they're at the same malls, right? And I'm going to show you how you can start attracting them into your life too. Okay, so I think the biggest question that you need to ask yourself is, why are you not seeing and attracting them into your life? Okay, because I think that's the real thing. Is whether they exist, okay? Ask me, ask my clients. We know because we see them all the time. The bigger question is why they're not existing in your space and in your life, right? And for me, what comes up most when women struggle to see quality men is that they're not owning their own value. Okay, so let's go a bit deeper into that, because here's the thing. The same man will treat two women differently on how those women allow him to treat them. So just think about that for a moment, because people treat us the way we allow them to. And it's also based on how we treat ourselves. So let me ask you this. Do you have boundaries in place? Certain things that you will and won't allow because you love and value yourself. Okay, so these are some strong statements, right? But when he realizes that he needs to bring his A game if he wants to be with you, then he's going to show up and bring his A game. But if you allow him to not bring his A game, he's going to do whatever he wants to, right? So let me give you an example. Let's say a guy who's relatively new in your life says he's going to phone you or says he's going to call you on Wednesday to arrange a date, right? And then he phones 2 weeks later. How do we deal with it? Well, most of us ignore it, right? And we go, oh, well, at least he's phoned me now. It's 2 weeks later, right? What I want you to do is, in a high value way, let him know that you expect more from him. Okay, and how do we do that? So let's say he phones you 2 weeks later. You just say, I'm in a place in my life where I'm looking to spend time with a man that calls me when he says he's going to. If that's you, by all means, let's meet up again. If not, let's rather part ways. And get this, if he does show up, then that's perfect, right? Then you go on a second date. And if he doesn't, that's perfect too. I always say next, moving on, right? But we don't do this. Why don't we do this? We accept bad behavior. We accept a guy disappearing for 3 or 4 weeks, right? And then coming back and sort of pretending like nothing's happened. Because like men have been sort of programmed or conditioned by women, other women, right, that are also accepting this bad behavior, that that's okay. Right? And we sort of think like, well, there aren't as many great men out there. So we're dating with this scarceness mindset instead of an abundance mindset. And we're allowing these men to treat us in a way that we would never allow like best friends to treat us, or we'd never expect our family to treat us. Right? And it's not on. So what we need to do is really step into our worth, right? And in doing that, in knowing what I'm worth and what value I bring to a relationship, I will also automatically step into having boundaries and knowing what I will and won't accept from how men treat me. Okay, so how do you own your worth? Here's the thing. No one tells you how amazing you are each and every day, right? The world isn't programmed and it's not conditioned to tell you how amazing you are. So you need to do that for yourself. So what I would do is put together 10 to 15 character traits that describe you best, things that you love about yourself, positive traits, because we all have negative and positive traits, but take 10 to 15 positive traits, write them on a piece of paper and put them up somewhere where you can see them when you get dressed in the morning, and just remind yourself like how amazing you are. Like, let's say you read those character traits, and let's say a family member came to you, a guy, like a brother or an uncle or a cousin, and said, you know what? I just met this woman and she is A, B, C, D, like all those character traits. What would you say to him? You'd go like, wow, she sounds amazing, right? I want you to remind yourself of just how amazing you are every single day, right? And because you are that amazing, you don't have to accept anything less than. ever. You deserve the best. Okay? So, to attract high value men, you need to own your value too, right? And it's about more than just loving yourself. It's about knowing your worth and what you bring to a relationship, and then having boundaries and standards, and then communicating those in a high value way. And then giving him the option to either step up or step out. I love saying those words to my clients. Either let him step up and be the man that he can be for you, or let him step out. The same guy will treat two women differently based on how those women allow him to treat them. Okay? And here's the thing, ladies, most men, they find this super, super attractive, right? And it puts him in masculine energy when he's having to up his game. And he's like, if I want to be with her, I better bring my A game, right? So it's just letting him be a better version of himself if he wants to be in your life. So I want you to start telling men what you want from them, and do that in a high value way. Test it, right? And see what happens. If he doesn't call when he says he's going to call, the next time he does, tell him without the emotion. Just, this is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. Don't point fingers. Tell him, this is what I'm looking for, right? So that I can feel good. And if you can give it to me, great. If not, next. So listen, sometimes I know it can feel daunting to tell a man what you want from him, because like we've been taught that our feelings and our needs and our emotions, like they're wrong. And in fact, they're there to guide you to true fulfillment and happiness. And I would love to talk to you about how I can help you to find healthy, lasting love with an amazing, amazing, high value man by just following your inner voice. That's it. No tricks, no rules, no games, by just being you, nothing else. And it's such a powerful place to date from and to meet an amazing life partner from. So if you want to talk to me or to my team, just click on the apply link, and we'll chat to you and see if it's a good fit. Spaces are limited. We only accept 5 new clients every month. So make sure you book your call, and let's change the world together, one happy, healthy relationship at a time. Bye now.